Okay, we're doing a blind reading for Gloria. And the Lemurian cards pulled me first, and then we'll go to the, I think it's the Wild Forest or something like that. It always makes me think of Where the Wild Things Are, that little kid's book, but we're going to go here. Give these a shuffle, the Lemurians. All right. For Gloria. Start here. We've got Vulnerability, Starseer, and Luminescence. I'm going to flip this so you can see this really good. Oop, hang on. There we go. Okay. Hopefully you can see those real good. Flip this down. There's something about this coming in, and there's a lot of water energy coming in through this. It's not just in this one, but there's the water. It's like coming up out of the water like this dragon is doing here. Just give me a second. The vulnerability is asking for more than just you to be open or receptive or understanding. The vulnerability of mind, body, and spirit is coming through on this one. There's something about the armor, and I'm getting the imagery with the water dragon. It's also like the snake where it has to shed the old skin in order to move forward, and it feels like there is this moving. It doesn't feel like you're moving through something on a straight line. It feels like you have to go back and forth to navigate a little bit. Yeah, there is a little bit up and down. You might be thinking into extreme of thoughts. You need to settle it down, and balance it out. There needs to be a focal point going forward with the Starseer card. This is talking about how you're progressing, and this one shows somebody trying to go up the ladder, and it's right here. But for you, it's not so straight as just going up. It's a back and forth, a back and forth, a back and forth. You need to move like this, not like this. You need to keep the focal point, but you still need to move and approach a situation from different angles. There's going to be different approaches that you need to take in order to get moving forward, in order to achieve something. The stars are coming through. You need to understand how the third eye wants to open and the consciousness trying to get through. You need to understand the spiritual lesson of what feels like, how do you say? It feels like a daily grind situation that's trying to teach you a spiritual lesson. So this could be something that bugs you in the daily, and it bugs you and it bugs you and it bugs you. Something aggravating is doing that and trying to teach you the spiritual lesson to get past it. It's a repeat of something you've had before. It's why it feels like it goes back and forth. It's time to let yourself leverage your spiritual truth into a way that suits your daily realm so you can move forward. This is what gets you going towards that true north that really is where you need to be. The luminescence, the light that needs to come through, the light that you have, the big-heartedness that you have doesn't need to be let go of. It needs to still be open. You just need to navigate a little bit differently than you have been. Let me look down here for just 1 minute. We're going to go right here. Hang on. There we go. The wild things. One's right here. One's right here. Let's see what's coming up right here. Something that I've told you you've done again and again, and it says, here's your do-over. Here's your do-over. And this is the bat. This is the timid bat. This one doesn't know their strength, their power, their ability, and they've almost lost this ability to navigate. They've been in retreat a little too long, and there will be time to explore, to go check things out. And then this is saying, mind that monkey. This is being very, very aware of the things that bother the mind, things that get you a little bit crazy. And then look, right there, that glowing orb right in their hands, the glowing orb right here. It comes from the heart space is what it comes from for you. Now let's see what else is going on. I want what's crossing that. Play. Oh my gosh. Okay. You have forgotten. This is kind of a little bit different than the others. You have forgotten the things that make you feel most happy. When you play, you get a little bit vulnerable. You let go of the need to solve. When you're playing and having fun. Sometimes you have to toss the rules to the side, and this is what it feels like. It feels very much like you are being asked to toss the rules out. I'm not saying be completely reckless. I am saying be way less uptight. I'm saying let go of things. Let go of things. Let the inner spirit, let the inner joy in your heart come through more. With the Starseer, you need to focus on what makes you happy. What makes you feel that gift of play again. I want one more from the Lemuria, Beyond Lemuria deck from Izzy somebody. That one wants to be it. Evolution, very much so. This is what's going on. You are learning. You've gone back and forth and back and forth, and it's not a debate back and forth. It's not a seesaw. It's a learning and crossing that path again and again. Very much the way of the Sidewinder. Yes, very much that way. The serpentine way is not necessarily the spiral path. It's very serpentine for you for whatever reason. And this is what's helping you evolve. This is what's helping you grow and move forward. This is huge for you. There's something, if you were to view this like this ladder, Lucy's come through, she's showing me this ladder, and there's something, if you were to get off and treat the ladder, the rungs on the ladder, as if they are, the best I can give you is like an elevator, like you're stepping off into the next floor, but you're not going to the floor of some internal building. Whenever I'm stepping off the ladder, elevator doors open, and there's a new field, a new portal, a new place and space to be. This is, in your meditations, you need to be playing more. In your meditations, you need to take them a little less serious. Allow some fun to happen. If you're dialoguing with your guides, allow some fun to happen. They're asking for more of that play energy to come through in a different kind of a way. That's what I'm getting. Yes, okay. This one's giving me the do-over, and I'm getting this old game, we used to call it British Bulldog or something like that, and it's Red Rover, send someone right over. It's a kid's game. It's a kid's game. There's definitely something you need to look back to the sweetness of the kid's game and allow for some of that frustration to release because you're allowing more play in. That's what I've got. I don't know what that's all about. That's complete, I'm getting. You'll know what that's about. Yeah, look to be doing this within a week. There's an opportunity for play that you don't want to miss. And if you're so seriously going about life in a way where you're not slowing down to smell the roses or whatever, you're shortchanging yourself. You need to slow it down. It feels like that's a hard thing for you to do, but that's where the vulnerability comes in. That's where you're going to be able to move in a different way that allows you to move up a little easier. That's what I got. That feels very complete. All right. Kim, will you let me know who's next? The list is open and going, so we are onto the paid list, and I'm recording right now. This is what we got going today. That was just a blind that you guys just saw, and we are going, this is Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, and the E comes before the I in Feisty. Alicia for a blind. Okay, you got it. Let's see what we got. Just for blind here. Wow. I need to get another deck. Hang on one second. I'm coming right back. One second. Okay. All right. So what we've got here for Alicia, we have a Rebecca Campbell deck. We've got, I think this one's called the Practical Magic deck, which is really interesting. And then the Shadow Work Oracle cards right here. So that's what we got. You're welcome, Gloria. You're welcome. So for Alicia, we're going to go down to the cards now for a blind for Alicia and see what's going on. All right. There's something going on where you are underestimating yourself and other people have assigned you in some, going back up right out of the cards for a minute. You're underestimating yourself because others around you tend to underestimate you, and you have somehow bought into something. It's like you're wearing a disguise. And I'm getting, I don't know the tune well enough, but I'm getting the little old lady from Pasadena. And what I'm getting is over and over. Oh my God. What I'm getting over and over is this little old lady, like an Adelaide. That's what she looks like. She looks like her name would be Adelaide. I don't know why. And she's got like this purse and this kind of ugly mustard gold color of a car from like the 70s or something. I'm getting this little old lady from Pasadena. And it's like, that's the disguise you're wearing. It totally, it doesn't suit you. You're playing something down, playing something in disguise for a time because they've told you this is the role you're supposed to play, but it's not the role you're supposed to play. Wow. Okay. All right. What's coming next is she goes to open the door. As she gets in the car, slides in the car. She's not old anymore. She's very, very young. Wow. And the gas is being revved, like there's a rev going on. There's something going on. There's something about a disguise about how you see yourself versus how you are. It's like sometimes people will say, if only she knew she was beautiful, that kind of thing. You know, or if I had only known I was beautiful sooner, that kind of thing. All right, we're going to get into the cards. We're going into the shadow work cards now. That's what I'm getting for images coming through. Shadow work. Battle within and self-sabotage. Oh. Okay, battle within is saying the greatest war you wage is against yourself, inner conflict and resolution. Okay, got it. And then self-sabotage, procrastination, negative self-talk, fear of failure undermines your success, overcoming and resilience. This is what's coming through. It is as if you need to let go of the role that they assigned you, let go of what they thought that you were or who they told you you were, because that's not who you are. Okay. This is saying jump in, and it's got Andromedan entry saying adventure, say yes to change. We've got Hiraeth, and this is longing for home, homesickness for the stars. An activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. We're getting in the car again. Give me a second. Okay, all right. I'm going to tell you what I'm getting. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm getting something about you're in that car, and I've told you you're revving the engine and going, and now I'm seeing this lady, and she's got this, it's like a raincoat, but it's full of armor, throwing things back. These battle weapons, these throwing things back. It's got things that you would see in armor. You've got like a sword. You've got all kinds of weaponry, like nunchucks and like the mace and all this kind of chaotic old battle armor from when there would have been fights in the realm, like for knights and ladies, like, yeah, medieval type stuff. It's all this stuff that's tucked under this raincoat, and the raincoat and the young lady is tucked into the old lady type thing. Yeah, you've been a warrior before. You'll be a warrior again. You're much more of a badass than you know. And you're throwing the weaponry is being thrown into the back seat. You want to go on to the adventure. You want to move forward. Let's get back in the cards. Okay. All right. Practical magic. I'm getting, what's the advice? What is she supposed to be doing? Ooh, okay. You're supposed to be conjuring in a different kind of way. This is the state of mind with just coming through with the air element. Then the midnight margaritas are coming through. Conjuring with the mind, truth, and the state of mind. And then transformation, the cauldron. You're a lot more powerful than you think you are. This is what's coming through in the strongest way. Give me a second. Now, this is the practical magic deck. So if you know the movie, you know they're all dancing around in the kitchen making the midnight margaritas. There's a bluntness that needs to be brought forward. The politeness needs to go. It doesn't mean you need to be unkind, but you can't sugarcoat shit for certain people anymore. The politeness needs to go. If they do not belong in your realm, they should not be there. If you've given chance after chance after chance for someone to see who you are and they just refuse to, don't deal with those people anymore. The Midnight Margarita says, honor the truth, honor the truth. The state of mind that you need to have is one where you are hugely in integrity with self and moving forward. There is, okay, yes, the imagery, the woman in the car, driving the car, that's you, that's thrown all the weaponry behind. What I'm getting, I'm going down like this, and I'm reaching towards my thigh, and it feels like there's a dagger strapped to the thigh. So it's not like you're totally vulnerable or unskilled or unready. You can unsheath the dagger whenever you want. You can have the sharp words whenever you want. And sometimes you need to have a little bit of that with you. You need to understand your own badassery a little bit stronger. Stand up for yourself a little bit more. The battle within, to be the underestimated little old lady, that doesn't suit you anymore. You need to rev the car and go. Anything else? Mo is giving me a post-it and it says vroom vroom baby. It's time. Vroom, vroom, baby. And it's got VROOM. Vroom, vroom, baby. So that's what I've got. It's time. That's what you need to remember. Whether you're walking, cleaning the house, doing whatever, on occasion, you need to remember, vroom, vroom, baby. Vroom, vroom. It's time to go vroom, 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 baby. That's what I've got for you. I don't know what all that is about. That's a whole lot more than I expected coming forward. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting the name Adelaide and that old woman thing, access that as if Adelaide is a guide and don't take on that persona. It feels like that is a friend from a different time. So if you do meditations and ask for the name Adelaide and think of that imagery, see if she comes in as a guide. I wouldn't be surprised at all if she did. That's what I've got. That feels complete. She feels like a version of you that you adopted to suit someone else, but it's going forward. You think one of your great relatives was named that? Wow. Maybe you were acting as guide for her. Sometimes that's how it goes. Sometimes we are the guides in our ancestors' lives and they come through and guide for us. So yeah. You think that's what her name was? Wow. Crazy. Crazy. All right. That's what I got on that. Let me get a little bit of water. And let Kim know if you want to get on the paid list. But that's what we've got so far. And I'm going to stop this recording and then I'll upload different